I think everyone realizes it's not something we can take for granted. Cherish those moments with your loved ones. They're likely to be your fondest memories.
Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Running on the wing, they'll have Jones and Ingram. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's C.J. McCollum. 4 on the clock. And finished off by Jordan.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now here's Ingram. Pass to Jones. To the middle. Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
McCollum is so smooth out on the perimeter. I love to see him when he gets vertical.
Now James, a dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
First personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. McCollum kicks to Ingram. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. New Orleans moving the ball around. Lets it fly. San Antonio with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Now here's James, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Throws it up high, and finished off by Jordy. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having a couple homes. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
At the line for the
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
And finished off by Jordy.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
They can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Pelicans trailed by 6, poked loose, and stolen by James. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. He lobs it up and finished off by Jordy.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And here are the Pelicans now, after the basket by San Antonio.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now here's Jordy. Passes it to McCollum. Back to Ingram. Jones looking for an opening. Ingram at the elbow. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And while it took Brandon Ingram some time, he has really turned into an incredible player.
Well, he's an amazing scorer. He's adding that ability to pass the ball and see the floor. So often you hear about players talking about the game slowing down. Well, for Ingram, it's getting to a snail's pace.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
Both free throws good for Ingram. A creator indeed. And the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
And he's able to get it back. Spurs leading by 4. James with it. No points in the game yet for him. Here's the lob to the hoop. And again, San Antonio turns it over.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Alvarado's checked in. To the inside. The shot's good from Hayes.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Now here's James. Inside. And finished off by Jordan.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Cole, the pass to Murphy. Back to Cole. And here's Hayes. Poked away. Pass to Alvarado. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nance. And the rejection by James. They recover it.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Down low. Doherty. And finished off by Doherty.
Tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here is Murphy. Clock at 6. He kicks to Nance. Here's Alvarado. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's James. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. 6-point lead. To the paint. Here's Doherty. And finished off by Doherty.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one.
Substitution
score with a whole new group out there. Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now, because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from two-point land, three-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots.
So for New Orleans right now, McCollum and Jones are their guards. Then it's Ingram. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns had an off game. He scored a handful of points, and he put the effort in at the defensive end as well, adding some blocks to his scoreline. He fell short of his normal averages. He never was able to get in a good rhythm. We'll see if he can fix his woes tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And just not the game he hoped to have, guys.
And I know he felt like he let his team down with that performance, and I'm betting he comes out here tonight with a lot of extra motivation.
Well, if this was a relay race, I might put him in the first leg. Get him out to a fast start, draw up a couple high percentage looks for him so he can rebuild that confidence.
Doherty's checked in for San Antonio. James, right side. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And finished off by Doherty.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Out to Ingram. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Cullen passes to Valanciunas. The shot misses. It's the Spurs taking it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Kicks it out to James. Back to Doherty. And finished off by Doherty.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Now here's Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut 11 on the basket from Ingram. James, the pass to Doherty. And finished off by Doherty.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
McCollum kicks to Jones. Here's Valanciunas, and too long on the shot.
It's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Now here's Jones. James outside, and finished off by Doherty.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Here's McCollum. Doherty grabs the board. Doherty's got 5 rebounds tonight. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Sharp on D there, just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Pelicans trail by 15. Pass to Cole. Driving to the basket. That's tipped. And here's James to the inside. It's stolen by Nance. Here's Murphy. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
James dishes to Doherty. Back to James. To the middle. And finished off by Doherty.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Hayes the pass to Cole. Takes the 13-footer, and James pulls it down. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul. Pelican substitution.
James looking around. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
No people can.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs.
For the score, your Spurs 40, the Pelicans 25. Your Spurs, you.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. They've got Jones. Also Devin Vassell out there. And it's James in at the 4 slot. That's the San Antonio 5. The 3 from McCollum. The shot, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. James against Ingram. James in the post. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram. San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And we think of free throw shooting, not particularly a strength for this group, right around 70%.
Free throw good, James. Rumors continue to fly about possible league expansion. Brent, any cities you'd like to see join the league?
Oh, man, there's a lot of great options out there, Kevin, but I would like to see the league go to 32 and have 16 in each conference. I think that would be great. And there's a city in the Pacific Northwest that deserves a team. And I think you know where I'm talking about. Seattle.
And now only one away from being in the building.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for your
No good on the free throw.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. That was a second look at our Mobile One Drive. Amazing control on display.
And you can just sense his determination, trying to do everything he can to keep this game within reach.
And that one's good, James.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Fires it up. Ruiz grabs the board. San Antonio leading by 10. James outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Brandon Ingram. The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
At the line for your Spurs, James.
Free throw good, James. New Orleans making a switch here. Both free throws good from James.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
The pass to Alvarado.
Yeah, easy call.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Second personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for New Orleans, Jose Alvarado.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. San Antonio's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Feeds it to Nance. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Nance has got it back down to single digits for New Orleans. James outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Jose
Shot is good, and
Alvarado.
the Spurs lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Alvarado. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Viscal. And a change for the Pelicans. Valanciunas is checked in. Spurs leading by 6. James outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Cole, the pass to Nance. And he makes good on the layup. And now just a 4-point Spurs lead.
Larry Nance Jr. has all of the ability to be effective from there.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. The Spurs have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in the line.
The Spurs making a switch here. Olynyk checked in. Here's Alvarado. James covering. Kicks it to Murphy. And he lobs it up toward the rim. In transition, here comes San Antonio. James with the ball. And James throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Cole, the pass to Valanciunas. To Cole. A 3 ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Spurs ball.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Running on the wing, they'll have Jones and Ingram. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Murphy in at the 4-man position. And it's McCollum in the corner from outside the arc. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 17 points was their biggest margin. James trying to free himself out. Doherty with the bucket. Doherty's got 30 points.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Here's McCollum. Here's Murphy. And then Murphy with the dunk.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Inside, here's Doherty. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him. And
Substitution on the court.
Outside, Jones puts it up. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Pelicans ball.
It's McCollum on the wing. He's defended by McDermott. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
They're using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact. McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
James, the pass to Doherty. And finished off by Doherty.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic.
It's tipped. Here's Doherty. It's tipped. Here's Doherty. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Great anticipation as Valanciunas got to that ball and just swatted it away.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. McCollum outside. Ingram outside. The three-pointer, no good.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
James with it. Jones covering. Tries from 10. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. And so he makes both from the line.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Vassell, the pass to James. Here's Doherty, and finished off by Doherty.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Now James. Down low. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
SPURS at the line for 2.
So he can't get either to fall.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
34 seconds left in the fourth. So they foul intentionally.
Jonas Valanciunas, 5th personal foul.
It's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for your Spurs.
Second one is good. Both at the line. And it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 8. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
San Antonio, let's give it up for your Spurs.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. James against McCollum. Kicks it out to James. 6 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And so it's San Antonio with the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see